Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. The Doors. Great group, isn't it? Love it. There's the album right there. Hey everybody, thanks for coming by to the Man Cave. That's where I do my weekly YouTube. I'm Paul Everts. I'm CEO, founder of Band Together Leadership Seminars. You can reach me at my wonderful email address, which is band2, the number 2, gathered, GETHER, at Comcast.net. You can also reach me through my lovely website, conductingmylife.com, where you can get this beautiful book right there. And let me turn off my music for a little bit there for you. And that is also called Conducting My Life. Artwork in the front done by Celia, one of my Dublin High School students. Love you. Thank you so much. You can get that book through my website. And you just go to the curriculum tab where you'll see all the John Maxwell material that I'm certified to teach, train, speak, coach about. I'd love to come out to you, do private lessons, work with your families, work with your company, your nonprofit, bands, whatever. I'm good for middle school until the end. So let me come out and do work with John Maxwell. But when you slide all the way down, you get to Venmo. And that's how you get one of these cool books. So if you want one and you want to see the reviews, go to Amazon.com. It's a real book and quite a few stars. So what are we talking about today? Today, I believe, if I do my math correct, it is the 15th of September. It's Tuesday. I'm doing this from Northern California. It's about 4:20 p.m. I always like to tell you the date and the time so you can put everything in context of what I'm talking about. Just a reminder, I'm a high school music teacher. If you've never seen one of my YouTube videos, I teach high school. This is my 31st year teaching high school music. Zoom. Terrible, hate it, don't like it at all. I'm ready to go back, risk, return, the whole thing. I want to go back safely. I don't want us to wait for a vaccine. I think waiting for a vaccine is going to hurt more children than we've already hurt. Yes, we have hurt children. We've hurt adults. I'm sad to see hundreds of thousands die, but the misery that it's causing many people. So I'm ready to go back whenever the government says go. I'll do what I can. I'm 54. You might be able to hear it too. I have a hard time breathing. Smoke's been really bad in Northern California. And I gotta be honest with you. There are times when I sit there and go, do I have the vid? I hope I don't have the vid. But as I'm attempting to teach my students, I have no control of when I'm going to die. God's going to take me when he wants me to go. But I think what I can convince the kids and encourage them, and I know some of them are watching, so thank you so much. What I know is that I have choices to make. How I love, who I love, when I love, why I love, who, what, when, where, why. Love. So I would encourage us, as the 60s sounds, we need to love. Seeing the 2 Los Angeles County deputy sheriffs almost be assassinated, and then people cheering, and they have that on their camera phones. That's not love. That's a disease. That's an illness. It's gross, and amongst other things. And yes, cops that lose their control, that's also sickness, and that needs to be taken care of. With all that being said, I'm not taking on either side. I think there are bad cops, but there are so many more good cops. They're bad teachers, and there are many, many, many more good teachers. There are groups right now that are looking to destroy the United States. And I'm not going to say much more than that because, again, I want my students to watch this. I don't want to be too political. But I do have feelings that we need to teach our children how to love. What does it look like? How does it act? It's a verb, not a noun. It's a verb first. And so what I do is I hope that when my students watch this resonates with them, that they will the next day say, Everts is correct. We got to love, and we're going to have to make sacrifices. We're ready to go at the school I teach at. I call it Pinecrest High School. I changed all the names. It's not Pinecrest High School, but it's a play on words. And you can Google Paul Everts and find out where I teach. I don't give a rat's booty, but anyway, I respect where I teach because I don't represent them when I'm doing this. This is the time I get to be free. So, and I enjoy my freedom. So what are we going to talk today? Well, we're working on my E-triangle. I hope someday TED Talk will say, hey, let's get that mustachioed man to come and speak at one of our TED Talks. Or you can be my manager, publicist, get me on the road, help me sell the book. E triangle. E stands for Everett's triangle. You have respect, responsibility, discipline. There's a triangle. Then inside the triangle, you have integrity, ethics, and faith. And again, faith, I can talk to Christian groups and share my love for Jesus Christ, but I can talk to secular groups that are not interested in that jargon, that lifestyle, whatever. And I would use faith as what is in your heart. Attempting to kill police officers that are sitting in a police car is wicked heart. That's not heart. That's evil. That's evil heart. And I have no problems with my students listening to me say that. You don't meet evil with evil. Two wrongs don't make a right. I can go on and on. So today the E is actually going to be encouragement. I'm going to use my laptop. Thanks to my school district. I have, as you know, a website, and I also have a blog. And I wrote this the other day. I want to read it to you. It's called Celebrating the Day of Encouragement. September the 12th is Day of Encouragement. I didn't even know about that until I did my Bible study. And it's September the 12th. Nationally, it started 2007 under Bush, which seems to be appropriate because, of course, it's the day after 9/11. So September 12th is Day of Encouragement. I had no idea. The Day of Encouragement was established nationally in 2007 by President Bush. The day following September 11th seems to be fitting to have a day dedicating to encourage one another and, frankly, starting with ourselves. I'm a big believer that everything needs to start with you. You need to eat right. You need to make your bed. You need to establish rules for your life before you can ask others to adhere to those rules. With all that has happened this year and yet to happen, thanks to it being an election year, I thought it would be fitting to encourage us to do the following. So I'm going to encourage us to be patient. There are many people who challenge my patience. Folks who see everything as racist challenge my patience. Folks who believe white fragility and brown fragility is real challenge my patience. Folks who see white males being evil challenge my patience. Folks who believe how blacks were poorly treated for hundreds of years, well, it's now appropriate to treat everyone else that way today. Those people challenge my patience. So I need to show love by being patient. I encourage us to be kind. Ever since I knew my life may be shortened by what I call the vid, I have done what I can to be even more kind. Begin with the end in mind is one of my favorite Stephen Covey habits. Get that book, 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. Changed my life. Next to the Bible, most important book in my life. Therefore, I am being even more intentional in my habit of being kind. I want to make that a habit, being kind. Someone needs a hand, I'm there. I will never be kind enough. So I need to show love, encouragement by being kind. I encourage us to be polite. Saying please or thank you or even may I is so passe nowadays. However, when you use those words, you see people smile and appreciate your politeness. Hold the door open for someone. Allow someone to go first. So I need to show love and encouragement by being polite. I encourage us to be satisfied and content. I want to be careful with this encouragement as to not be apathetic or allow a bad situation to exist. Don't be Eeyore. Yet find that sense of I am happy with where I'm at and I don't need those things. There's something bad about being envious, jealous. If you want something more, then work for it, damn it. Yet be careful as not to allow possessions bring you satisfaction or contentment. So I need to show love and encouragement by being satisfied and content. I encourage all of us to respect ourselves and others. There seems to be a lot of folks who do not understand how we treat others as a reflection of how we treat ourselves. Breaking windows says a lot about your lack of respect for others and you. How does that show respect for you, even breaking people's windows, breaking people's crud, shooting at police officers? So I need to show love and encouragement by showing respect for me and for others. I encourage all of us to be responsible for our choices. As difficult as it is Stop blaming your circumstances for your choices. Stop blaming how you feel for your choices. Stop blaming your skin color or gender for your choices. Actions lead to feelings. Well, that was the way for many centuries in the Western Hemisphere. Now, it seems to be the opposite. How we feel allows us to destroy businesses. How we feel allows us to hurt strangers. It's not a healthy way of living. So I need to show love and encouragement by accepting responsibility for my actions and choices. Bottom line, I encourage all of us to show more and be more love. Make love the verb it truly is. Love has never been needed more in the United States of America than now. I'm not saying this is the most important time that we need love. I said it hasn't really shown any more over time. We needed love in the Civil War. We needed love during the Depression. We needed love during the Civil Rights Movement. We just need love. Love is what we need. Human beings know how to love and hate. So as patrons sit in a restaurant, how does yelling at those patrons because of their skin color show love? Answer, it doesn't. How does hating police officers, dehumanizing police officers show love? Answer, it doesn't. How does disrupting the nuclear family show love? It doesn't. How does hitting a person, spitting at a person, shooting a person because of their gender or gender identity or race show love? Answer, it doesn't. How does hating President Trump, how does hating Vice President Biden or those who support either man show love? Answer, it doesn't. How does attempting to burn a government building down with government workers in the building show love? Answer, it doesn't. As corny as it is, love is all you need. Love yourself. Love others. Love, of course, your enemies. If you want, by all means, love God. By the way, loving your enemies does not mean you have to spend time with your enemies. Love those closest to you the most. Those closest to you do not feel the love from you the most will lead to you being the most lonely human being. There is nothing more worse than being lonely. Starting with yourself on this day of encouragement, I encourage you to love. For 31 years, I have told my students, and this is something that they tell me they remember about me, Mr. Harris, I remember how you said you love us. And I'm reminded that many children don't hear that. Many adults don't hear it either. I encourage all of us to start saying it more. Start believing in it more. C.S. Lewis, who wrote Chronicles of Narnia, he wrote many, many other works as well. Go read his 4 loves and see what they all mean. Okay, Philios, Eros, Storge, and Agape. We're looking for the agape. We're looking for selfless love, putting others ahead of you. That's why I wear a mask. That's why I wash my hands. I understand that many of you think that COVID-19 is not real. It's real. I also think many of you are way too sensitive about it. And I also think many of you are overboard on it. Okay? In the end, though, I'm going to love you. I would ask the same in return. But that is a choice. And you need to begin with the end in mind. Every choice you make is who you are. And I'm choosing to end with being a loving man. Seek first to understand, then be understood. There are so many people hurting in this world. Have you asked anyone today how they're doing, and have you listened to them? Don't offer advice. Listen to them. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I care about you very much. I don't even know who you are. But I love you. Because we're hurting right now. Frickin' A, I'm hurting right now. And then finally, we say this 3 times. I am doing the best I can. 2 more times. I am doing the best I can. Last time, I am doing the best I can. If you need anything, let me know. You have my contact. Thanks a lot for spending time with me today. Make every day better than yesterday. All right, on that note, we got to listen to some Doors, don't you think? I think so. Here we go. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Yeah. Isn't it cool? Doors, man. Missed them. So awesome. I got this record at High Tones Records, by the way. Rockland, California. High Tones. Go check it out. Love it. Okay, everybody. Now it's really goodbye. Bye.